Hill figure. Sunday night. This is the Star Report late edition. As you know, I don't do shows this late, but I was relaxing all day, you know? Yesterday, I flushed the entire day. I don't mean to gross you out, but I'm a brand new person today, you know? And I took some time earlier, say maybe like around 1 o'clock, to just go out and get a few items and take notice to all the glory. The glory. Now, you may say God's glory. I say the metaphysically given glory, but I took notice nonetheless, okay? Troll babies, good evening. How you guys doing? I started without you. Yes, I did. Okay, I'm going to talk about a few things tonight. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Affleck. Oh, she changed the last name, didn't you know? Has Jennifer, formerly known as J-Lo, has she upgraded? Shaken off the yoke? Huh? We can't hold her to that old stuff way back in the days when that fucknut star was on Hot 97 and he brought the heat to her. Huh? If you're from New York, you know what that was about, huh? Star from Star and Buck Wild called her out, and her label, whatever label that was at the time, but what was that, for about like 2 weeks? She was in a song with Ja Rule. What's the name of that song? I tell them niggas mind they biz, but they don't hear me though. And I called her out. I called out Fat Joe and every Hispanic. I said, how dare you say the N-word? How dare you? She's upgraded. I can't be mad at her. Her and Ben Affleck got married, if you don't know, folks, this weekend. I got the notes. Give me a second. In Las Vegas, a very small, super small wedding. They have reunited, in case you don't know, back in the days. They were dating. And their claims for not getting married back in 2002, pardon me, because I have to remember all this stuff. They met in 2001 on Giggly, some movie set, yada, yada, yada. They announced their split in 2004, citing excessive media attention. Yeah, she started dating him right after the shootout when she was running around with the niggers. Diddy and that bozo Shine. Folks, Shine was a clown who panicked on the trigger. He was not a gangster from Brooklyn. He was just a little bird chest nigga. And that's what it was, all right? But he served his time, so we've all moved on. Anyway, so that's my main topic tonight. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have gotten married. Are you happy for J-Lo? She's upgraded. To be fair and objective, I have been saying on many, many occasions, I think more black women should date white men. I think more black women should date, maybe marry, if they will marry you. I don't think too many white guys want to take you home to mama, but I'm very much in favor of that, all right? Troll babies, jumping early with the bullshit. Yes, Bennifer, that's what they called them back in the days. They're married now. Ben Affleck, he's found the one for him, or reconnected, pardon me, because as I said, they were dating years ago. Does she even fuck with Diddy anymore? Kenny G, I got your donation. She probably don't even talk to that nigga. I remember the shooting. What was it? Was that Club New York? Was it Club New York? Somebody help me out, because I haven't done all this research in a while. Let me just say Club New York. J-Lo, Diddy. Yeah, weapons charges, all sorts of The 1999 shooting, Club New York. That's where Shine panicked and shot into the crowd. Shot a woman in her chin or the shoulder or something. Was it the nose? A little bitch nigga. Anyway, She was handcuffed to a bench. I remember that. And the label called Hot 97, because I was talking about this in 2000, because I started in March of 2000. The shooting happened in 1999. And I was talking about J-Lo being handcuffed to the police, to the bench in the police station. That was a nigga wake-up call. Anyway, so that's my main topic tonight. Two other things I want to address. Is Black Lives Matter out of control? Now, there's a story in my community section. I just posted it. I have the notes here. I'm not up to speed fully just yet. Give me a minute. Supposedly, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the police had a standoff with a guy, 20 years of age. He's dead now. A 6-hour standoff. And he was shooting into an apartment with a young female and her 2 kids. Now, you can see the video of her in my community section. She's out in the street telling Black Lives Matter, knock it the fuck off. This is not the George Floyd situation. This guy had a gun. George Floyd was unarmed. Does anyone know this story? I'm just now getting up to speed on it. She said, fuck out of here. Nigga ripping shots into the goddamn door. Bitch, you trying to leave me? Pow, pow, pow. And he's dead now. So my question is, Black Lives Matter out of control? Because they're out there now, or they were, pardon me, kicking up dust. Hold on a second. Let me just read this. Kicking up dust. Are they out of control? Now, we have seen people taking money, buying fancy homes, and then resigning from Black Lives Matter. I'm not going to go into that unless you want to. But now, what about the people that are on the ground? Are they just still going off of vapor trails and fumes, claiming that everything is injustice? Or are they just protesting to stream live, to be fake activists? Not calling them fake activists, but is it just something else now? That's my question. All right. Also, for a showrunner, I'm going to put this on the table a little bit later. Does the jump off make it better? The jump off. Now, this can be answered by males, if you have a female jump off, or if you have a transgender jump off, whatever, or if you're a female and you have a male jump off. Does the jump off make it better? Do it better? Most people have someone on the side. It doesn't mean that they're cheaters. I don't believe that all men cheat, but I do believe that most males are not men. And I do believe that females have some guy or guys that they talk to, because females are vanity driven. All of them, even the ones that we come from. So there's some guy that they confide in. And this is the reason why I don't have female friends. We're either smashing or it's business. I don't want to talk to some broad and, we're friends, or we talk once in a while and we catch up. I hate when a broad says, oh, let's catch up. Nah, I don't want to catch up, bitch. We're smashing or we're not. I don't want to be your fucking friend. I don't want to pillow talk with a bitch, because she'll tell you things about some other guy and she'll tell that guy things about you. Anyway, the point is, if you're in a relationship, does the jump off make it better? Let me get a little bit detailed as we go, because I purchased a pair of heels for a young lady. Now, she's not my quote-unquote jump off, because I'm not in a committed relationship. But we have an understanding. I'm just coming through the smash. We don't do a whole lot of, talking about what the other one is doing and questioning shit, And here in the Atlanta metro area, I think that's That's the way a lot of people are moving now. Hey, listen, I'm busy. I don't, time. Nobody got time to be cuffing and, making commitments. Does anybody understand where I'm going with this? Does the jump off make it better? Do you have the understanding when you can creep off, slide off? Maybe you're sliding off, and wifey understands. She knows. Give me some time. We'll get into it, all right? Okay, I'm waiting on a sponsor to call in as well. Hang on a second. Let me make sure my phones are right. Okay. We should be good to go. Let me just check something here because I had an issue. 1, 3, 2, 3. Sunday night. I wasn't going to do a show because, as I said, I was flushing all day yesterday. I feel alive. I feel zesty. Does anybody flush on the weekends? Hold on a second. I got to check my phones. Test. Okay. We're good. Does anybody flush on the weekends? I use castor oil. I take a big-ass gulp. I drink some apple juice or even some coffee behind it. Wait about maybe 15 minutes or so, and then I take another big-ass gulp. Now, castor oil is disgusting. It's disgusting, but it just... All right, sit tight on the phones. I see you. And, I forgot to get a PayPal donation in. Why the Caged Bussy Sings. Thank you for your donation. Hulk Terrain. Geeked up on that Pharmacist 300. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not working with the Pharmacist right now because it's a little hard to come by, but I am still, banging the roids. Thank you for your donation. Darren, I got your donation. Jordan Wells is at it again with the Bussy Chronicles. These TV networks don't want to promote bussy action. Okay. Speaking of, I don't know if he's, I think he's married. What's the guy's name in my community section? Did anybody see that video? Let me talk about that as well before I open up the floodgates. What is it? Terry Crews? What is his name? Hold on a sec. Yeah, Terry Crews. Thank you so much, Wicked Hebrew. So earlier today, I was eating some honeycomb cereal. I just picked up a box early this morning. I haven't had honeycomb in months. And I'm in the kitchen area, and I'm eating this cereal, and I just happen to glance at the back of the box. And I see Terry Crews. He's got on a bumblebee outfit and a thick-ass gold chain and one of the big honeycombs where there, would usually be some type of a bezel or whatever you wear. I haven't worn a slave chain in decades, but and I say, God damn. I said, is this out of line, or is this just him doing what he does? Troll babies, before I go any further, did anybody see that? And thank you for your donation also, Wicked Hebrew. Should we be offended, or is that just Terry getting a check? I immediately thought about Jerry Rice. Oh, my goodness, years ago. Who remembers Jerry Rice? Former NFL great, probably the greatest? That's debatable. Wide receiver in the history of the NFL. He had a football helmet on years ago, and he had a fried chicken on the mask where he could eat the chicken with the helmet on. He lost major points for that, but yeah. So that video, it's a video. That's a commercial. Now, it came out last year. That's not new, but I just wanted to see if anybody cared about that. All right. JBK416, thank you for your donation. Zach Lee's, this is for Zach Lee's transition, a.k.a. Bomb Bussy. Toot, toot, hey, beep, beep. Okay, thank you so much. And Mr. Sutton Jr., Rory flushes his 4-leaf clover bussy. Okay. All right, let's get into the show. And let me just say, with regards to Friday's show, which was totally disgusting, I went back and edited out some of that stuff. It was vile, it was vulgar. Someone pushed my button, and we chopped it down, okay? Friday's show, for those who did not hear Friday's show, it has been edited. Area code 626, good evening, are you there? 626.
Hey, what's up, Star? How you doing, man?
Sir, I'm doing great. I got a lot going on, but I took time today to notice the glory. How about yourself? The glory.
Oh, really? You do tell.
The sun, the sustainer of our universe, it was shining down. I felt it through my body. It energized me. I was thinking about things because I'm a thinking nigga, and it motivated me. So it was glorious to me. The sun.
Now, I don't know. I know that you're not into mysticism, but I don't know if you know about astrological mythology. We're hitting that Leo season. You know what I'm saying? I got that August 2nd birthday, so I already know a thing or two about. You know what I mean? I'm that sun deity myself in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already starting to feel the charge up popping as well. I was actually going to do a flush out as well, like I heard you say you did earlier.
Yeah.
But I got a little caught up, you know what I mean, doing this little nomadic tour here in Orlando, my second time out here.
Okay.
And they had a spot called like Boudica Burrito or whatever. It was fire. But yeah, I'll probably hop on that tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Well, hang on a second, if I can just respond to what you said. I used to be into astrology by way of mythology, but then I became limitless. So I stopped being a Taurus decades ago because there was limitations that I felt that did not apply to the greatness of myself and how I was growing. So I did, for a very short period of time, dive into mythology and astrology. You said you were Leo, yes, coming up August, if I remember. Leo, August?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, August 2nd. That's something that I actually love about my astrological.
Very disingenuous people.
And away from it.
Leos, disingenuous
Go ahead.
people. Disingenuous people, from what I remember. Not that I believe that now, but once upon a time, Leos, disingenuous.
Me, disingenuous? Never. We always about the truth. Come on, man. It's a lion. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We don't be lying. You feel me? We're a symbol of truth. Come on now. And you got to think about all them sun deities and shit. Superman, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, they be symbols of truth and justice.
Okay.
So
sir, I said when I...
Part of that as well,
I
too.
said when I subscribed to that, that's what I believed then. I don't know anything about you now. If you say you're that doesn't apply to you, that's fine. So listen, I have two topics on the table. J-Lo, has she upgraded? That is the trending topic. I'm trying to get in that algorithm. J-Lo, what do you think, sir? Start there.
I do not believe so personally, because from what I read on your header, it said that J-Lo just married Ben Affleck again. Because I remember they were dating
for the first time.
in the past.
For the first time, sir. They just got married.
They were dating.
Back
okay, so this is the first time that they've gotten married. Excuse me. Yeah, so this is the first time. But they were dating in the past.
Yes.
From what I see, especially because she already been done hit the wall. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff sagging and drooping now. This is her settling down, not leveling up. Her settling down, not leveling up, and I think Ben Affleck is a fucking idiot. Oh, excuse me for the expletive.
Yeah. Slow down, because I don't want to do another show with profanity and F-bombs. We did that Friday. Bring it down a few notches.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I'm gonna hold back on the expletive.
Go ahead.
I believe that Ben Affleck is making a foolish decision because of the fact that like he's a grown man, you know what I mean? He's past 40. He's in his financial prime for a very long time, actually. You know what I mean? He stacked up his paper. He's no longer a slave to his vice of alcohol and things of that nature. He should be enjoying his life, doing sexual tours or something like that, like people his age do. You know what I'm saying? I salute that.
Hang on a second, sir. How old are you? If you didn't say before, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
I'm 26.
Oh, okay. Back in the days when he first started dating Jennifer Lopez, a lot of people, including myself, felt that he was slumming. white guy from Boston, even if he himself was not upper middle class, he went slumming with a Hispanic chick, you know? But you
Really,
know,
because when I saw the Jenny from the Block video when I was like 12 years old or something, watching MTV Thrust,
yeah.
and I see that joint, and I'm just like, yo, like Ben Affleck got him one. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him.
I'm telling you how most of the
What's up?
Caucasians in America, because he caught hell. I mean, I'm not just saying this to sound cool. He caught hell, and there was a lot of kickback. They were concerned about his career. You know, she hangs out with the rappers. She's Puerto Rican. It's not like, it's not like she's from a well-to-do family. She's just, Jenny from the block, running around with Diddy and
all those things sound like a plus. All those things sound like a plus. J-Lo in her prime? Like, come on now. I mean,
sir, you're not listening. I said how white America...
I'm not waiting for tonight, J-Lo, right?
Sir, I said how white America... How white America was looking at Ben Affleck. He's the one that caught more hell than her. But go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Okay, but who cares? Who cares what white America thinks? Because, like I said, people that are now his age, those are the fathers of white America, right? And what do they go and do? They go on sexual tours, use that passport every year on vacations, and they go slumming, if you will, for that. Yeah. So it's like, who cares what they think? That's what they like.
Yeah, time has moved on, and they're married. So I mean, listen, I'm not trying to hold him or them to what once was. I'm saying congratulations, and I don't give a shit. Now, let's go to the second topic, is Black Lives Matter out of control. I don't know if you know about that story in my community section, but what are your thoughts? Do you think that they're doing too much? Are you a black man?
Now, I am an Afrocentric male. I don't subscribe to the theory of like a color, with my ethnic makeup, because of the fact that I know that it was like codes for like the slave trade, like back when Portugal was getting stuff popping. So I don't subscribe to that. Okay. But Black Lives Matter, I don't support what they do. I'm originally from the West Coast. I used to live up in Inglewood, you know what I'm saying, over up on 108th. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I used to live up in the City of Champions in my teens. And what old girl did, one of the main leaders, how she moved up and got a spot right next to LAX. So I'm pretty sure there's somewhere like in La Tierra, which over there is known as the Black Beverly Hills, and the other properties that she got. And her, Okay,
so I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you don't support Black Lives Matter, is what you're saying, yes?
No, I do not. Yeah, I do not.
Thank you, man.
So them being out of control, I think they should just cut it. You feel me?
Great. Have a great night. I thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
You as well.
Yes,
Salute.
Okay. All right. Okay. I let him speak. I didn't. Who is he talking about? Some female. What the fuck? Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, who changed her name to Affleck, got married. That's in my title. I gotta stay in the algorithm, huh? We had a great week last week. The numbers are strong. I saw that story about the incarcerated transgender woman who got 2 inmates pregnant in New Jersey. Didn't that come out like a month or so ago? Why is that story popping back up again? It's not major news now, Okay, I'm waiting on a couple of sponsors to call in, and let me just shift gears here for a second because I do have to promote, and I am excited to promote Asian Doll. Okay, July the 22nd, she's got a brand new mix album coming out called Let's Do a Drill. Asian Doll, July the 22nd, right? Also, let me say salute to TJ, got your donation. Zach Lee said all bussy cheeks matter. Okay. I mean, we can get a little crazy tonight. Problem solved, says Star. You see the video of Terrence Howard talking about hydrogen energy in Uganda? Yes, I did. Just like you always say, black people clowning him, but if it was a white man, they would be calling him a genius. Thank you for that donation. I posted that in my community section Saturday morning for like 3 hours. And I had other sponsors to promote, so after 3 hours, and people weren't really locking in on what he was saying, I said, I'm not going to just, be out here on an island swinging a goddamn sword by myself. But yes, Terrence Howard, he says he's not just an actor. He got the attention of, I think was that the president of Uganda? Thank you, problem solved. I'm familiar with what he was talking about, but I have yet to see how he is actually using hydrogen. I would love to see some type of working model, if you will. If you have anything, please email me. Thank you for the donation. Okay. Hold on a second. My nigga Jay Bandit tapping in. Jay Bandit, sit tight. I see you. Hi, Gina. How are you? Gina says, happy flushed Sunday, big nigga. Gina, I flushed yesterday, Saturday. I was home all day. I couldn't go anywhere because I drank maybe 5 gulps of castor oil. Like I spread it out like 5 hours apart. I kept gulping it, running to the bathroom. Take a shower, go lay down. Clean. I don't want to gross anybody out, but just clean up the toilet bowl. Came back downstairs, ate a little something. I forgot what I ate. Went back upstairs, laid down, woke up an hour later, ran into the bathroom. Thank you, darling Gina. Thank you for your donation. TB got your donation. Salute. I don't see a message, but thank you, TB. All right. Okay. Hold on a second. I also want to put on my screen. Holy smokes! I didn't do a showrunner for Does the Jump Off Do It Better? Shit. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I did want to talk about that because I got the heels in, size 6, and let me not even call her my jump off, but I sent her a picture of the heels, and she just responded with a smile. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to argue about whether you like the heels or not. It's about what I like. And she gets it. Does anybody else, before I take a phone call, 928, just hang on, 928. Does anybody else have a jump off or somebody who just, they go with the flow? That's what I appreciate. She's 30, close to 40, 37 or 38, I forget. She didn't say, I don't like those. She just smiled, I'm coming through. I want to hear some Air Supply. That's very old. Don't ask. You want to know who the fuck I'm talking about. And she's in their heels, Anyway, okay, I think they hung up. What the fuck? Oh, shit, Jada Bandit, you're on the line, my nigga. I see you, Jada Bandit.
Salute, big nigga.
Yeah,
Salute,
man.
big nigga.
Let me get your
What's
information.
good, man?
How you feel, man?
Yeah, I seen you guys shout me out. You supported me on Friday, man. I was out that night. I went to Lloyd Banks' album release party.
How was
at
it?
Sony Hall.
Blue Hefner. Does he still?
Good.
Does he still go by Blue
great.
Hefner?
Great.
Did he change it up? He used to be called
Blue Hefner.
Blue
He's still the
Hefner.
same, man.
Yeah, it's my guy, man.
And he's still doing the punchlines and all that. And he had Tony Yayo come out.
Nice.
Tony Yayo was his hype man and all that.
Nice.
He killed the stage. I put it up on my channel. It's on my
Okay.
channel. So y'all, Troll Babies, please report to my channel. Come look at it. I got a lot of views. You know what I mean? So far.
Okay, on the screen, subscribe to
Right.
Jada Bandit. I got you on the screen, big nigga. So you were at Lloyd Banks' release party. You were also at a party with Asian Doll. So you was really close to her.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, you saw it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she was promoting her single a couple months back. She was in a strip club in Patterson called Escapes.
Nice.
And she came up to me. I danced with her a few times. She thought I worked there because I was wearing all black. So I look like security, you know what I mean? I look like a security guard that she had with her own person.
Yeah, yeah.
So she was like, could you get change for me? I was like, yeah. But I just said that so I could keep dancing with her.
Right,
Then like, she asked again. I was like, man, I don't work here.
She got some pretty ass feet.
Oh yeah, she does. She's cute. She smells real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slim and trim, the way I like
Her
them.
is born.
All right, so look, man. Jennifer
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez is my main topic. Do you care? I think she upgraded, man. She shook off the yoke, all that hip hop shit, all that BX bullshit.
Yeah.
She upgraded, man.
Yeah,
What
she
do you
upgraded.
say?
She want to get acquainted with your people out in Beantown. So it is what it is. Ben's mom croaked, so now she's getting there. It is what it is. Now they had that little.
Wow,
So that's why
that was a hard shot.
Ben's mom croaked.
That was a hard shot. Yeah, yeah.
No disrespect to the dead, but it is what it is.
Well, look, man, good to hear from you. Keep me posted, and also, guys, go subscribe to Jada Bennett. He's got up new content daily. Yes, you're putting the stuff up daily.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna be on it heavy. Yes, I'm gonna post up every day. I'm gonna post up.
Okay, good to talk to you, man. Salute.
I'm gonna post something every day. So troll babies come to me. Yeah, holla
Okay.
at me, man.
Take
Please.
care. Salute.
Trying to get the 1,000 subscribers. Salute.
Okay, all right. Jada Bandit tapping in. Okay, I think that's one of my sponsors as well. Hold on a second. Hey, is that 940? 940?
Hey, Star.
Hey,
Yeah, it's Tony. What's going on?
Hey, Tony, how are you? Good to hear from you.
Doing good.
It's been a while.
Still getting ready for work in the morning. Yeah, and the last time you reached out to me, I was not ignoring you. Occupied with my family reunion. So
Understood. I'm
Thanks, Jill.
looking for your information as we speak. Want to make sure I have you on the screen. So let's talk. Okay, here you go. Hold on a second. Let's make sure that we're talking about your book and what it is that you are conveying to people, how you can help them, and where they can purchase this material. Please, I found your information.
Yeah, it can be purchased at gumroad.com/Tony Carter, and it is about millennials and student loan debt. That's to draw you in. Don't get me wrong. That is the one of the main themes in the book, but I also believe it functions as a way to give people advice on how to avoid the costly mistakes, with school and life after school. And some of it is self-help as well. So I just try to make it as simple and relatable to everybody.
Okay.
Like, yeah, millennials is my generation, but, anybody could learn from it. So that's how I approached it.
Okay, so on the screen right now, tonycarter.gumroad.com. You have other books there as well, yes?
No, I don't know about any other ones.
Hang on a second. I got you in my community section. You've got some other stuff on your page. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Let me go there right now. When they go to your platform, what is it that they see other than your book? Let me scroll down whilst you're talking. Go ahead.
Oh, just little courses. Like one of them, I just made it like free little downloadable thing. How people can connect on social media and use that to, monetize and promote or just, communicate. Okay. I have learned recently that some people aren't aware of that. Like even just me having my short conversations with you, I've been paying a little bit more attention to YouTube and how that works. So stuff like that.
Okay, so hang on a second. I'm looking on your site right now, tonycarter.gumroad.com. I see how to make money during the COVID-19 quarantine sale. I see the Black Wealth Countess presents the Millennial Guide on how to raise your financial thermostat. Tell us about how are those projects connected to you?
So I just look up things, really, and I've just put it on my blog.
Okay.
So I probably will go back to just making that free because that's just easy to do. Those were just little courses of things information I found on the internet just to try to put a little extra money in my pocket. And I did have, some people purchase that, but my main thing is really just the ebook.
Okay. So your book, hold on a second. Let me just pull it up again. I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the notes here. Student loan debt. How millennials can rise from the boulevard of broken dreams and student loan debt. And you say you're still yourself dealing with some of the debt. So how can you guide people through this rocky road. And we've got the president and his administration talking about whether they're going to wipe debt
Right.
away. I don't keep up with it, but what is it that you can offer to help people, please?
Yes, what I can offer is, even if you're in the same situation, I want you to know that it doesn't have to be the end of the world.
Okay.
Like, for one thing, I've noticed that through the pandemic, whether it's still going on, well, whatever you consider it to be, you can still learn a new skill. Like, you can become a notary. You can become an angel investor. You can start doing dividend investings piece by piece, but if you're still working a regular job with your paycheck, or you can start a business, whether it be making candles or baking cakes. Like, there's just so many ways to do things. So I was just like, if you're in this situation and I'm learning, yeah, you can get out of it. I also have found out recently that, if you did work in local government, they are trying to offer ways to cut down on loans repayment for people. So that's something to look into.
Okay.
I would say, go to the website for that. So
Okay.
things of that nature.
Okay.
I don't have that right in front of me, but I did receive an email about it.
Okay. So now also with regards to your information that you have compiled and this book that's on your website, with regards to student loan interest, again, I don't know this world. Does the interest slow down at some point, or do you offer something that helps do away with interest? I mean, does the debt ever really go away? Or
that part I will say, not that privy to. We'll be honest there.
Okay. That's what I would be concerned about. If I had debt, I mean, if I could stretch it out for a number of years, would it be more interest if I can work out some type of financial plan? But I think you and I spoke before, and I don't think that African Americans, for the most part, especially foundational Black Americans, I don't think that they should be paying for college. Did we speak about that before? Do you remember?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
I don't think foundational Black Americans or descendants of slavery should be paying for college. Did I mention that to you before?
I would agree with that.
Okay.
But other people might not. But I totally agree with that sentiment. I think we've paid for enough. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. If I were $50K in the hole with student loan debts, I would find some way to sue the government.
I'm starting to think I need to look into this because you keep bringing it up. I was like, I might start to look into it.
Maybe I should be your consultant. There's no way I would go.
I might have to. I used to be a legal advocate. I might need to reach back out to some attorneys. I don't know.
You were a legal advocate, you said?
I used to be for victims of domestic violence.
Oh, okay, yeah. I would find a way to sue the U.S. government to avoid paying for college. I would say, no, not only do I not have it, but I don't owe it to you. You have Native Americans all up across the goddamn whether it be Dakota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, they're not paying goddamn taxes. You know this, yes? So why the fuck should African Americans be paying for college?
About that recently. I was pretty shocked about it, actually. Not gonna lie, that was news to me.
Hate or miss is nothing. Hey, Tony, good to hear from you. Please stay in touch, and like I said, if you want to call back in once a week, you are one of my sponsors. I appreciate you, and the floor is yours. Okay?
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too. Take care now. Yeah, folks, I'm with that suing shit. Yeah, imagine owing 50 racks for college. What the fuck? Somebody has to be sued. I would be a full Black person then. Flamethrower, my nigga, he says caller selling a course on how to sell a course. Easy, my nigga, easy. Hey, Tara. Tara sends it a donation. How are the cats? Tara, the cats, they don't come around as much as they used to. I truly believe that because they're surplus killers, cats, they kill for fun, not necessarily to eat all the time. I think that they have burned out my yard. I think they've killed everything around here. I think they've killed so many little lizards and little baby birds up in the nest. I think they've moved to another yard. I see Mariah once in a while, maybe once every 2 weeks. I have not seen Cardi B in months. I have not seen Soulja Boy in 6 months. Shaka Zulu, saw him 3 weeks ago, but I truly believe he creeps around at night. I hear things when I'm upstairs in my bed. I hear shit moving sometimes in the yard, and I think he's regulating. But thank you for your donation. Okay. All right, guys, hold on a second. Let me go to area code 202. Sunday night. Good evening, 202. Are you there?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Is this Aaron? I know that area code 202.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Oh man, I got a topic for you here. You might want to chime in on this. Are you up to speed on what's going on in Minneapolis?
I saw that today.
Okay, I'm not up to speed. All I got is the notes here, and I posted the link of her telling Black Lives Matter, get the fuck out of here. Please educate me.
So what happened, I believe, was I think that the guy that was killed was like Ethiopian, I believe. I think he had a shootout with the cops.
Yeah.
I think something about her. I think she had some involvement in it. Maybe she called the police or something. Mm-hmm. But I saw all the people like protesting in front of her and in her car, and
right.
and then like I think her children were even in the car.
Yeah.
I think of it like this. I mean, those people, everything depends on the midterms to me, right? Like, I want conservatives to, if they get in, you can't just wipe away 2020, right? Mm-hmm. I hope that they use the full power of the state to go after them the same way that the people use the full power of the state to go after the people from January 6th. The problem in the world right now, like when I see stuff like that, it's like it's going to happen because BLM and all their supporters have control of the government. Like they're winning right now. They have control over all media. They have control over every form and facet of government. And there's really no opposition to them at all, right? Like, people can point at them and say, oh, you're hypocrites and stuff like that. Or, Ben Shapiro can make a documentary, but they're still winning. They still BLM got everything they wanted. So I would
say so.
When conservatives, they got the president that they wanted. They got the president that they didn't want out, right? According to the New York Times, it was the biggest political movement of all time, right? According to the New York Times, in terms of the demonstrations, they raised more money than any other nonprofit out there in the shortest amount of time. They got a lot of their people that committed these crimes, they got them bailed out through bail funds and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were the modern day mafia. If you didn't sign up with them, like any celebrity that didn't sign up with them, they were automatically canceled. And it was the most powerful thing I'd ever seen in such a short point in time.
Yeah.
And my thing is when conservatives come in, they've got to wield power. Like it can't just be, we're just going to forget about it. Like you got to use the law. You got to use the state to name these people enemies of the state, and you've got to go after them, or this is going to continue.
Now, hang on a second, Aaron. You're 31?
Correct.
31 from Kansas City, Missouri. Have you yourself ever been involved in any type of protest or anything, coming up in your younger years? Anything, any type of activity in the streets, any type of resistance or rallies, anything like that?
Yeah, I went to, the only things I did, I was there for Trump when Trump was inaugurated. Okay. I don't support left-wing stuff.
Okay.
I don't support anything left-wing. I've done some stuff for Christianity and stuff like that. I don't support left-wing stuff at all.
Okay.
Like that's just what it. I go to conservative events all the time. Right. Yeah, I go to conservative events, and I'm even getting sick of them. Right, like even when I went to, it's funny because the Florida Boy J thing, I got into it with the log cabin Republicans at the last Republican because you don't represent my values, and so like I've had it out with it. I think the Republican Party has been subverted by a bunch of moderates who want to dumb us down. So
hang on a second. The log cabin Republicans
Yeah.
are pretty well entrenched. They are.
No, they're not. They're actually being thrown out.
Hang on.
They're actually being thrown out.
Hang on. I have been aware of them for many years. They have some strong footing. Whether they're being thrown out or not now, I don't keep up with them now, but. They were a force to be reckoned with at one point. And there was a pretty famous documentary that I saw. It must have been maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So they have gotten some attention from the right people. But again, I don't know if they're being kicked out or if they're separating. But so you went head up with them?
Yeah, like I got into arguments with them. I've gotten into argument like you don't represent my values. Like I'm socially conservative first, and then fiscally conservative last.
Okay.
Like I have no loyalty to the fiscal conservatism of the free market. I prefer to preserve the American worker and the American family and the American church over everything else. And so, like, if free market economics is not working for the average American worker, like, so for example, the lady that just came on, if the average American millennial cannot afford a home and is loaded up to their ears in debt, right? And now they're not having families because the women want to be independent and the men want to be women to get ahead in corporate America, then that free market system is not working for the American people. And so for me, I'm loyal to the American worker and the American family first. So like that's why I'm more socially conservative than I'm fiscally conservative. And those people, those fiscal conservatives, I think that they've just subverted. It's controlled opposition. They just subverted the party, man.
Okay. Hang on a second. Stay with me because I do want to at least comb through this particular story. You got time? You want to hang out for another call?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I got you. Let's yeah, I'm here.
Sit tight. Area code 908. Good evening, 908. We're talking about a few topics here. Jennifer Lopez now goes by Jennifer Affleck. 908, are you up to speed?
Hey, Brooklyn Giggles. What's going on?
Hey,
Sorry.
what's up, man? How you been?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm up to speed with that topic.
I have Aaron on the line with me as well, Brooklyn Giggles, just so you know.
Yeah,
how are you, sir?
Aaron, what's going on? A big supporter. I appreciate you speaking knowledge on things that we need to hear. I can never say anything negative about Aaron or the boy Jay or even Rory Star.
Okay.
So let me get to the topic.
How do you feel about Pirates of the Caribbean, like Jennifer Lopez, who raid countries and try to exploit people's bloodlines?
Yo, honestly, I'll keep it real with you. I don't understand the concept of people getting married after their second marriage was doomed. Like, I don't get it. Like, she's been married multiple times. I mean, they even had a nickname for her back in the day. And, they're both desperate. They're both, no, for real. Ben Affleck had a...
I'm hearing you out. Go ahead, I'm hearing you out.
There's no secret that Ben Affleck had a serious drinking problem, and then you got Jennifer Lopez, who has her own issues. So in a way, they're perfect for each other. But I'm a firm believer that if your marriage don't work the first time or even the second time, there's no point even continuously getting married. I don't get why people want to get married even more than 4 times. I don't get it. It don't make sense to me.
Well, now, hang on a second, Brooklyn Giggles. Respectfully, you're not even married. You're with your significant other. I spoke to her on the phone. You guys have been together for a number of years. Why haven't you jumped that broom, so to speak?
Well,
Marriage is
Hang on, Aaron. Let him speak. Aaron, let the man speak. Brooklyn Giggles, you were saying?
Well, sir, like I told you in the last conversation, yes, I do plan to marry her when I'm financially stable. Like I told you in the last conversation, Star.
I don't remember. I'm almost 60. Just tell us again.
You're almost 60, and you also have that medical condition where you don't recognize people. So I get it.
Prosopagnosia. I don't remember people, but come on.
Yeah. But no, yeah. The goal is to marry my girl. Don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is, if things don't work out with my girl, and if I end up getting married again, And if things don't work out with the second girl, why would I want to get married a third time? Marriage is a business. People forget that. Like, it's a business. It has
I
nothing to
wouldn't
do
do it,
with
bro,
love.
if I were you. I mean, you are literally putting yourself in a world of hurt, bro. You wouldn't take your rent money and gamble with it, I wouldn't get married, because 90% of custody will be awarded to women. 90% of alimony will be awarded to women. You are literally signing marriage is a modern day wealth transfer for women. And it keeps the establishment of, the female agenda alive. And so that's literally, unless you want to become a ATM machine to have to pay a woman a paycheck for the next 22 years, I would not do it.
Aaron, you're not wrong, but at the end of the day, it depends on the type of girl the type of girl that you want to be with. Not everybody's gonna be like, not every chick you're gonna be with is gonna drain your money and do you dirty. You just gotta be the right one.
Hang on a second, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Now, I can agree with what Aaron is saying at my age, but Aaron has not even hit the 35 years of age mark. Aaron, I want to ask you a question, and please be very honest.
Yep.
Have you ever been in love with a woman? Love.
With the woman? Of course.
Well, I'm assuming a woman. I didn't want to say, transgender.
I love Jesus. I love America. I love Chick-fil-A.
No, a female. Have you ever been in love? And when I say love, I'm talking about the point of selflessness. Love. You ever been there?
Yeah, I guess.
Aaron, it's a serious question. Come on, man. Love. Have you ever been in love?
I would say yes.
Can I ask, are you still in love with that person, or did it end? We're just trying to get an idea of who you are.
I would say it's no longer there for me.
Okay. Can we pry?
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up.
Hang on, Brooklyn Giggles. Hold on, Brooklyn Giggles. Hold on, Aaron. Can we pry, because you call into the show with these hardline views and we let you speak? Mm-hmm. How did that relationship end? What happened?
I made more money. I ran off on the plug twice. like, what are you talking about? Like, I was only in a relationship when I was broke.
That sounds hot. Hang on, Aaron. Aaron, that sounds hot. But again, love, not slumming and bumming. Just being with somebody because they could assist you. I said love. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, but love is not always healthy.
It's dangerous.
Crackheads love the crack rock.
Yeah.
Gays love other gays. That does, you know what I'm saying? It's not like love is not always healthy. I made more money. Love is for men who are not making money, in my honest opinion.
Okay.
When my options were limited, then I could sit down and and the women were, when I met this girl, that was before City Girls and Cardi B and all that kind of stuff. Right. Now it ain't no way in hell. It ain't no way in hell in this day and age am I ever. No. It's just not. It's not. That will never happen again.
Okay.
We gotta put women. Women gotta take second fiddle. This is what I'm talking. Everything's so messed up right now. I don't think men can even fall in love anymore because women are not lovable right now.
Most males are not men, in my experience. So, yeah, we're always going to have simps who fall in love with females. But I more so just wanted to see who you were. Brooklyn Giggles, I'm going to finish up with you, man. Do you want to talk about Black Lives Matter? Or another question I had out there, does the jump off make it better? You're on your way to getting married. Do you slide off, creep off from time to time when, your potential wifey, when her mouth gets to be too much?
Honestly, the jump off don't make it better. It only makes it worse. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It only makes it worse. At the end of the day, all their jump offs. The definition speaks for itself. If you feel like you need a break from your woman, man, watch Go ahead and watch porn, man. But don't do some dumb shit, man.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
That's what the jump off. Don't do all that.
Okay.
Don't do all that. It's not even. It's just a waste of. All right, you gonna spend money on that jump off too?
Well,
Come on.
Well, listen, you're gonna spend money regardless, but she's not. She's not trying to drain you. So let's not even put her in that category. I'm just talking about whether it's a sexual excursion or you just want to go talk to somebody who listens and they're not fucking just badgering you about other shit. But hey man, good to talk to you, Brooklyn Giggles. Have a great night.
Hey, Star, can I ask you a question about the last
All right,
thing?
hang on. Let me just
Star,
let me get Brooklyn Giggles off the line. Thank you, Brooklyn Giggles. Okay, he's signed up. What'd you say, Aaron?
So I want to ask you a question about the last thing you said, because you said just somebody that you want to talk to. Like, you enjoy like talking to women?
Well, I'm a psychopath, a pure psychopath.
Okay.
So I need for someone to sit and listen to me, mentally massage the greatness of myself as I admire myself. So it's not. That's the reason why I have this mannequin right now. So it's not like I need someone's fucking. What would the word be? I don't need someone's approval. I don't need someone to help me. I don't need help. So yes, I do like to have someone there to hear me out, to confirm certain things that I'm thinking, and I say, hey, you're a good listener. This has been quality. This has been quality time. Does that answer your question?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
It does. It does. I do think women. I do think modern women should be like that mannequin. They should be just as quiet as that mannequin.
Are you interested in getting an AI in the future? I mean, there's a select group of men like myself. The AI, the artificial intelligence, it's not something or a synthetic life form that's going to be subservient. It's going to be actually a walking fucking dictionary and software that can constantly educate and assist you. That's the way I see it. What do you think?
Oh, a woman that's like AI?
No, an AI. I'm gonna fucking end up with an AI if the technology, really advances before I die.
Like off Blade Runner. Yeah, I could see something like
Bingo!
that. But I want to make her.
Bingo.
Yeah, I would want to make her like with a big butt and light skin. And if it can do that and it can shut up on command, then that's fine.
All right, hang on a second. Sit tight, Aaron. I'm looking for another sponsor.
Right.
I think that's one right there. Hold on a second. 804. Good evening. Who's on the line? 804.
Hey, Star, it's Zavonda.
Hey, hold on a second. Aaron, I got to put you on hold, all right? Sit tight, Aaron. Don't go anywhere.
Gotcha.
Okay. Hey, good to hear from you. Wait a minute. We got to promote, girl, because I have been reading your book. Thank you for tapping in. How are you this evening?
Uh-huh.
Yo.
I'm good, and you?
Okay. You see, I think about my sponsors. I've been emailing you, right, saying, when can you call in?
Yeah, I just actually emailed back, and I was like, I'm going to be on a little bit earlier, so I'm glad you answered.
I have both of your books. I Am Because He Is Volume 1. I Am Because He Is Volume 2. Zavonda Vincent Parrish. Your information is on my screen. Iam2yuki.com. Did I say that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I'm almost done with book 1. I want to take the time. Don't rush. You've been through some things.
Okay.
You put a man before your child at one point. You were
Yes.
on drugs and alcohol. You have turned your life around. Your father, who you had tension with during your earlier years, and correct me if I say something wrong, you were able to resolve your issues before he passed? I forget.
Well, actually, yeah, kind of, sort of.
Come on.
He actually passed unexpectedly. He had got put in the hospital.
Okay.
And I didn't think he was going to die. I thought it was just a situation where he was going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And his last words to me was, I love you.
Nice.
And I thought that we was going to make everything right
Nice.
after that day, but he died. So it just was an unhappy, story. He didn't get to see this me that I am now. He didn't get a chance to see it.
Can I say something? He said he loved you, so
Yes.
so he believed that you would evolve. For him to say that, he loved you. He believed that you would evolve. Does that make sense? Sometimes a person doesn't believe, so they don't compliment someone else. I mean, listen, I've known bum-ass niggas, I've known sloppy bitches, and I would never say, I love you, because I know they ain't shit. But and for those who don't know, in your books, and I want people to pick up your books, your father put a gun to your head or pistol whipped you or something at one point, yes? I forget.
Yeah, he did. He put a gun to my head. He didn't actually pistol whip me, but he did. He put a gun to my head. I was just an outraged child, you know, teenager growing up. I had 2 kids, you know, well, I was pregnant with one when he actually done that, but I was outrageous. You know what I'm saying? So like in my growing up, I figured it out.
Hang on. Stop.
Mess.
Stop. Your father was a real one. Where was he from? He put a gun to your head when you were pregnant? Where were you? Where was he from?
Yeah.
Where was he from?
We from the country. We're from the country. You know, that, you know, they get real.
Where was he from? Where? What city, what state was your father from?
Virginia. We're from Virginia.
Yeah. A VA nigga put a gun to his pregnant daughter's head. Come on, let's talk. Come on.
Yeah. I was out there.
Okay.
You know, he tried to check me, but you know, it just was it wasn't a way that I wasn't expecting. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, me growing up and kind of like reevaluating my life and you know, thinking about it, it's like I was a problem child. You know, and I just, you know, I couldn't explain it just the same way he couldn't explain what he was doing to me. You know what I'm saying? So it just was hard on both ends, but I miss him. You know, I regret a whole lot of my past, but, you know, I wouldn't change any of it because the woman that I have evolved to become now, you know, I needed my past to make me this way. So I'm not complaining now. Yeah.
If I can chime in and say this, you know, we spoke before. I like your delivery, your execution. You sound like an authentic woman who has evolved. Have you considered going to any universities or campuses and speaking? Because you have taken the step to publish your books, and I commend you. So many people talk about it, but they don't do it. Have you thought about going to speak, whether it be at prisons, group homes and things? Do you even have time for that? Is that an interest to you?
Yes, actually, I go around and speak at a whole lot of like women empowerments now. I haven't been invited to a college, but you know, I have been asked to, you know, come to a prison. A sheriff has actually bought my books to give it to the ladies in a women's prison. Nice. So I just haven't gotten there to speak yet, but I'm excited, you know, to do that. You know, I mean, just to tell my story, and you know, I'm not, you know, unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going in ashamed. You know, I don't.
Not be. You should not.
I'm not. You know,
don't do
I'm
that.
over it.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Yeah, hopefully I can help somebody.
Yeah, I want to put some. Are you looking at the screen right now, by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put somebody's information on the screen. Reach out to this person. She does really, really great PR. She may be able to help you. I don't know for certain, but she's in the mix. Okay. Yo, do you have take a screenshot. If you don't have a pen, just take a screenshot. Tell her I sent you. Someone like yourself, again, I can't guarantee anything, but, you know, speaking at colleges, campuses. Can you see that screen right now? Hopefully the volume is okay. Building bridges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Building bridges, public relations. And there's her Instagram. Okay. Reach out and say, hey, I spoke with Star. Can we have a conversation? She'll give you a free consultation.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Back on the
you know, that means a lot, you know, regardless of how it turns out, you know, it just means a lot that little old me, I tell, you know, just like I told you before, I got a 9th grade education. And for me to publish 2 books, you know, I am somebody. You know, I'm enough to, you know, I've been through mess, but, you know, I made it. You know what I'm saying? Try to commit suicide, you know, but I made it. I'm here. So, you know, I appreciate that.
I think that your story, and I'm looking at the back of your book, and I see your family. They're all wearing the T-shirts to show support to you.
Yes.
So clearly you have become a matriarch of your family, you know, and I think that congratulations. Going through those things and being able to talk about it, that's a huge step, because a lot of people have something within them and they don't want to share it.
Right.
They let it burn them. They don't find a way to help other people. I've known people over the years, they just, every time you ask them about something, they say, I don't want to talk about that. Well, why not? It might help you or help someone. So I commend you
Yeah,
again.
but it took me a long time to get to the point of I wanted to talk about my story, you know, but that's a part of healing. You know,
Right.
I don't advise anybody to talk until they are actually healed, because, you know, I could be coming off on this phone very violent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Right.
my story is not nothing pretty or easy. You know, I could be hating people right now for what they done to me, but, you know, I've been blessed to forgive, and I had to forgive myself first. So it's like, you know, you got to forgive yourself and get in a place where you want to be forgiven and then talk. You know, a lot of people want people to talk and they don't even know what to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, what really did hurt you? What's your root, you know, of your problem? It's like, it took me years to get here. I'm 11 years sober. You know what I'm saying? So it took me, you know, to go through all of that, you know, so it's a lot with communication and comprehension. So, you know, it takes a while for people to talk.
Well, hey, you have been talking, and I appreciate that. I think you're a talker. Do you do anything on YouTube or TikTok or anything along those lines?
Yes, I got a few things on my YouTube. People can check out. I got my testimony when I first started. You know, I put a lot of, you know, little speaking engagements I may do. You know, TikTok, I pretty much promote the I Am shirts. You know, more there, but yeah, on my
Can you email me that YouTube link when we finish speaking? Email me the YouTube link so I can repost that, because it's time to put your banner back up top. So let me post that link for you, okay?
Yes.
And I appreciate your time.
Okay.
Appreciate your time, and let's get you back on the line next week. I want sponsors on the line once a week, all right? So let's catch up next week.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night.
You too now. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Zavonda Vincent Parrish. Folks, please check out her information on my screen. Okay, and I got some other sponsors I want to talk to this evening as well. Aaron, are you back in the building? Aaron.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here.
okay.
I actually like that lady. She's pretty cool.
She's honest, man. She's honest, you know. I spoke to her twice before. Her boyfriend watches my show, and he said, reach out to Star and let's see what we can do. So, yeah, I mean, she can talk. I think that's what's important.
Yeah.
Let me shift gears for a second with you, Aaron, before I bring anybody else on. And Jamar, I got your PayPal. Sit tight. Chan, I got your donation. Hustle and Brother Polite. Sit tight. I'm coming to you guys. Aaron, my other question is not really in the showrunner. Does the jump off make it better? Does the jump off make it better? Please.
My answer to that is yes.
Okay.
I think that for you not to get bogged down in the quote unquote emotions of love, as we spoke about earlier, you know what your intent is with jump offs. The world is too dangerous for love and commitment with women right now. I think the jump off is a much better an option until we get through with this female empowerment phase that we're living in. So I think the jump off is better. That's one of the reasons I think that prostitution should be legalized.
Yes.
Until women go back to being normal women again, because with the OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff, they're already exploiting men and using pornography and strip clubs against men and stuff like that. And pornography's worse to me than prostitution is.
I have never went to any female's OnlyFans page. I would never.
Yeah, I mean it's a disaster. I think it should be banned in the United States. It's destroying women. Yeah, it's destroying the relationships between men and women. You can't build healthy relationships, and I don't blame the women because that option is always available to them. I personally think we should give women the same time for OnlyFans that they gave men for crack in the 80s. Because think about it, it's the same thing. You're poisoning the community. You're making too much money. You're exploiting people's needs. And they're not, and then you're leaving them high and dry. This is worse than, like, I think pornography is worse than sex, in my opinion, in terms of polluting people's minds. But yeah, so I think the jump offs are better. Okay. Right now, things are just too dangerous for commitment right now.
All right, Aaron, sit tight a second. G Money, I got your donation. He says, I saw you on the Dave Chappelle Player Haters Bowl today. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, great guy, man. I get a small check from that still, you know. Great guy. They invited me down there to that particular segment when he was doing the Dave Chappelle show. And, yeah. I was rambling, and they just took a quick little clip of what it is that I was, talking about, and I'm totally fine with that. Really, really nice guy, Dave Chappelle. I haven't seen him in years, but I am very, very much a supporter of his. Thank you, okay? Hold on a second. Okay, I spoke with Savanda, thank you so much. Blade says black women tell. Okay, Blade, I got your email. Thank you, Blade. Salute. On the Block with Jen. Okay, Jen, if you're out there, do you want to tap in and talk about your show last night? On the Block with Jen on YouTube, she went in. Well, actually, after I finished with Aaron, I don't want you guys going back and forth tonight. Jen did a show last night, and I posted the link in my community section. Jen, you said something I would like to question you about if you find the time after I finish with Aaron. On the Block with Jen, if you're out there. And guys, the link is in my community section. Jen's show. We have to get her to 3,000 subscribers, all right? Nat from Michigan got your donation. Thank you, Nat. Brandon, I got your donation. Orlando said Aaron has the good pussy. What? What's that about?
I don't know, bro. People, they always throw that word out there on this network, man. So. And
then Brandon sends in another donation. He says, how do we know Aaron doesn't like men? Please explain, Aaron.
Because it's wrong. It's because homosexuality is wrong and it's evil. And I don't agree with that community. And women are attractive. Women are very attractive people, but I can separate my need from sex with their actual personalities. Like, most of us can have sex with people we don't necessarily like. So as women in terms of their what they can do for me sexually is the best thing in the world. But women in terms of their personalities today, the worst thing in the world. It's a double-edged sword.
Me personally, I don't have sex with females unless I like them.
So you've never had sex with a girl that you didn't like before? Ever?
Back in my 20s and into my 30s, I had, random sex, but it wasn't always like penetration in the vagina. Again, I'm a psychopath and sadistic. So my thing was, just whacking off on a female's face or, some part of her body because she was, I didn't want to give her the satisfaction of seeing my face, at my low point, enjoying the vagina. But as I became older, when I hit 45, I said, if I don't like a bitch, I'm not giving her my luscious golden scepter. So no, I'm very stingy with the dick. I won't give them, the dick unless I like them. But
I'm not at that point yet.
Okay, well, that's fine. But now hang on a sec. To be fair, this is the objective perspective. You say homosexuality is wrong. I'm a heterosexual man.
Yep.
I'm heterosexual. I can joke around and people think, oh, that nigga's gay. I'm not gay. I don't give a fuck what someone thinks because I'm so secure about my sexuality being heterosexual. But now when you say it's wrong, I can't agree with that. And you're going in this direction of Jesse Lee Peterson. Oh, it's wrong.
I can explain. Why,
I want you to. I want you to because Jesse Lee Peterson now is in the hot seat, and you got these guys coming up saying, "Hey, Jesse was jerking my joystick and Jesse's an undercover homosexual. I don't know if he is or not, but please explain, Aaron.
Okay. So first off, in terms of a political movement, you can't even question these people, okay? They're free to do whatever they like. You can't make fun of them. You can't make a joke about them or anything. Like, that's a big point about why I don't agree with any of this, right? For them, a lot of their life is not about just doing what they want to do. If being gay was about being gay, why do you need pride parades? Why do you need to go into every form or facet of life, from the church to the school to everywhere in public, and then force people onto your beliefs, right? It's because it's not really a sexuality, it's a cult, right? These people are a political ideology because it's not even real to begin with. I mean, like, it's since they don't reproduce, they have to recruit people to what they are, right? That's why all Fortune 500 companies disagree, but yet they all are forced to wave the rainbow flag every month in June. And so, like I said, this is a political ideology. It's destroying everything. 1 in 4 women, in terms of my age group who are black, are now a member of that community. That affects our dating pool, right? Like, this is affecting. I get it. If it was only about you doing what you want to do in your bedroom, but the thing is, these people have left their bedroom with what it is that they do, and they forced it on the rest of the world. So no, I don't agree with them. And in terms of the story with Jesse Lee Peterson, bro, I listened to the story from start to finish. All of these people, you should listen to it yourself, because none of it.
Oh, I have. Hang on. I have. And this is the reason why,
yes,
if I can just respond, this is the reason why I say, respectfully, you got to be careful saying it's wrong. I mean, in the minds of some people who say that it's wrong, and this is not a shot at you, there is an actual deep desire. Are you familiar with Ted Haggard, Aaron? Ted Haggard.
No.
Okay. When you get time, please do a little research. Ted Haggard, he was the biggest of the big. You probably saw the story and you just don't remember. Ted Haggard was the leader of the evangelist against homosexuality. Troll babies, I've spoken to you about this before. Yes, Ted Haggard.
Okay, now it's bringing a memory. I thought I was confusing with Falwell, but yeah, no. I remember a scandal. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Stay there.
So,
stay with me. Stay with me. It's Google's your friend. Ted Haggard was on conference calls with the president. Homosexuality is wrong. And he was the leader of this big Christian movement. But behind closed doors, and this is not alleged, he liked sex with male escorts and crystal meth, doing booty bumps, injecting that crystal meth into the walls of his anus, and it's disgusting, and the escort would pound him and thrust him. So you got to be careful. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. But the funny thing about it is I understand that, and if I take your logic with that, okay, are the women who dress up like men, right, and put certain plastic things on their body, and the women who say, and the men, hold on a second, let me ask a question. If your logic is right, because they say that I'm wrong, so if me saying that they're wrong makes me one of them, is all the gay people that say that I'm wrong, does that make them really a straight man then? Does that make all the lesbians who dress up like men and I'm tough and I'm strong and I put a certain thing on my body? Okay. Does that mean that they're all secretly straight because they say that straight people are wrong? They say stuff about straight people all the time. They call straight people breeders. They hate the church. They assault people for preaching the gospel, literally using their public freedom of speech out in New York City. Right. So if we're wrong and we're closeted because we say we don't agree with them, are they closeted Christians and straight because they say they don't agree with us and we're wrong?
Right. Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Anything else you want to say? Or
No, that's it. That's it for me, man. I enjoyed it, bro. Oh, and one more thing. I do have one more thing to say. I listened to the last broadcast. Number one, it was hilarious to see the old star come out. But, bro, you got to –
Don't talk about that stuff. I edited that part out. Don't bring it. I edited that part out.
I got you. But you got to start going to Chick-fil-A. You got to start going to Chick-fil-A for your breakfast sandwiches, bro.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, man. But good to talk to you. Good to talk to you.
All right, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. No, that show was embarrassing on Friday. I had to edit some of that stuff out. Area code 517. Sit tight, 517. I'll be with you shortly. Let me go to Cash App, PayPal, things like that. I appreciate you folks donating to the machine. Jason says, may God bless you, my favorite atheist. Jason, thank you. God bless you. See, I can say that without, feeling any type of way. If that's the what you believe, that's the highest form of respect. God bless you. Is that Jason from Florida? My alleged son, the white guy I haven't spoke to in months. Is that you, Jason? Alex, I got your donation. Aaron's feelings got hurt when Orlando Brown said Bow Wow got good bussy. Hashtag what about me, Orlando? I don't know what that's about. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know if this guy... Troll babies, I got an email from Nomad Nick. What do we do? That used to be my guy, man, and then he just got weird on me. We were hosting sporting events, and he hung up one time, left me hanging. Not that I can do, I does this by myself, but Troll babies, what do you think? Nomad Nick is tapping. Nick, do you want to call in? Yeah, call in, Nick. What number are you calling in from? I don't remember. 517, good evening, 517. J-Lo has upgraded. What say you? She's married now. 517.
Yo, this is Nat from Michigan Star. Yo, what up?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Dude, I'm sitting here enjoying the show. Let me get out the way real quick. This is why you the best show live.
Thank you.
The calls early. I'm in here cleaning the crib. It started with Brooklyn Kennedy. I love that.
Brooklyn Giggles.
In the crib right now.
Brooklyn Giggles,
my bad. Yeah. My wife told me earlier, I'm on vacation, Star. This is my first day of vacation. I'm off for 10 days.
Okay.
I'm at the crib listening to the show.
Thank you, man.
Talking about jump offs and,
Does the jump off do it better, sir? Respectfully. I mean, I know you got wifey. I don't want you to say nothing crazy. Does the jump off?
Yeah, I'm a married guy. She in bed. She got to work in the morning. I'm on vacation. But as an old guy, I think when the opportunity for the jump off, and I ain't, what I'm saying, I ain't no cheat. I don't step out on my wife. Nothing. It's too much to lose. But I'm saying as an old guy, old married guy, and I know how you think about marriage and all that. But when you're an old married guy, faithful, but when you still drop that flavor on it, and you can see the opportunity to flip, where you can turn one and walk away and be like, I got you. Really, that's what old guys do, man. I'm just speaking for old married guys, lame-os.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaning the crib right now. My wife's upstairs sleeping, my kid upstairs sleeping. I'm cleaning the crib right now with cleaning the counters off. She told me, you on vacation, you ain't going to be splitting around laying on the couch all kind of shit. You better help out.
Oh, shit. Now, listen, it's not that, you don't love wifey. You love her. She's held you down.
Man,
hang on. She's been through hell and high water with you. But,
please, speak on it.
But sometimes you just need to slide off, do a little something, and you don't want to talk.
Not me.
Well, no, listen. All men don't cheat. I'm not saying that. Because, again, most males are not men. But, sometimes a man may need to slide off because, the jump off or the side chick, she doesn't talk back. She doesn't question shit. Listen, hey, I'm coming through there. I'll be there in 20 minutes. She knows what it is. You go get your shit off. You shower, You sleep for 2 hours, you get up. Hey, yo, I'll see you next time. And that's the beauty of it. That's the fucking beauty. Go ahead.
That's the one you marry.
I disagree, but go ahead.
Simple as that.
I disagree.
Simple as that. The one you marry, you don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, going through all that. The one that's down, that does all that you, like I said, not to get too personal, but I'm with my wife right now. We sending our kid off to college in 1 month. He goes to school. He going off to college.
All right.
So now we sitting around looking at each other, and I still rock with her. So I'm saying, man, you gotta get him.
Nice. You love her. You love wifey.
And there's nothing wrong with that, 'cause I hear a lot of anti things on.
I don't love the jump off.
Love the channel.
Sir,
boys out.
hang on. You love wifey. That's bae. She's your rider, right?
I love what we bring to the table. Like, I ain't gonna love,
whatever. If you're in the supermarket and somebody comes up talking greasy, you punch him. Wifey's right behind you punching on him. That's wifey. I get it.
Oh yeah, she going to get the car. No, she bailing out of there with the car so I can pull up so I can get out the front door and get out of there.
Right. She goes and pops the trunk. I get it. I'm talking about the one that you just go over there, you do a little something, you get up, hey, thanks, I'll see you later. I'm talking about that one. Does she enhance?
Okay,
does she enhance what you got?
You ain't bait me. You ain't bait me today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the devil right there. That's the devil tempting you, bro. That's the devil.
I am the devil, yes.
I tell the devil, get behind me.
Yeah. Hey, man, good to talk to you. Salute, man. Thank you for being on hold.
Have a good night. Salute.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Peace.
Oh, shit, we got ourselves a conversation tonight here, boy. 209, sit tight, I'll be right there. 209, stay there. On the screen, dub. KarenistaArt.com is one of my sponsors. Folks, my sponsors are always welcome to call in during the live stream. If you want to be a sponsor, let me put my information on this screen. As you saw earlier when I talked to my sponsors, everything stops so that the sponsor can be heard, can have their say, uninterrupted. Devious J, are you out there? Do you want to call in? My nigga Precise. Do you want to call in? Hold on a second, okay? I spoke to Jay the Bandit. Shedding light. Okay, Andre Tattoos. Give me a second, guys. I am so excited to have Asian Doll as a sponsor. Fine ass, huh? Nisa F. Baby, where are you? Nisa F. Baby. I'm going to text her right now. Hold on a second. She's supposed to be tapping in. Let me make sure I give my nigga Precise some burn. Precise, where are you, my nigga? Holla if you want to, chop it up, man. You know what it is, all right? 209, good evening. Are you there? Is that Randy? 209?
Hey, what's up, Star?
Randy, my nigga. Randy,
what's
I'm
up,
your
my
nigga.
Look.
I'm your nigga. You're my nigga.
Okay, look.
Let's go.
To let you know how much of my nigga you are, wait. Say what's up to Star. Just say hi.
Hi, Star.
Hey,
How
babe. Hey, baby.
What's up, my nigga? Babe, sit. I'm trying to cook. Okay, she's trying to
say
dinner.
what's up, my baby. Say what's up, my nigga Star. Come on, say nigga.
Baby, can you say what's up to my nigga Star? Just say what's up.
Yeah.
Just say what's up. Say what's up, Star.
What's up, Star?
Say, hey, how are you? I'm your main nigga on the trigger, okay?
She's good.
Okay.
I don't know if I should take a shot. It's the Lord's Day and you're cleansing, but my soul been tainted and corrupt, you know?
What's going on, man? How you feel? What's cracking?
Okay, baby. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that because it is a beautiful conversation, and I'm not gonna take shots out of color. You have interesting people on the line.
Your phone's going in and out. Randy, your phone's going in and out. Can you make some adjustments? Please, you're on some type
Oh,
of
okay, sorry.
Dominican headset, man. Fix that shit, please. The fuck?
Let me just go in the house to. I'm in her estate right now. You know.
Okay. Shit.
It's it better now.
There you go. What's cracking, Randy? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh yeah, it's an interesting conversation. I think Jennifer Lopez actually downgraded, in my opinion, with my own theories and suspicions. Always address the topic first, you know. We have to get the clout off of them. But yeah, she downgraded because she went from an athlete, you know, a prime specimen of a male, you know, a baseball player, to a nigga that pretends to be other people. That's a downgrade. He's not known for being himself. He's known for playing roles.
She went from a drug addict to one of the
drug
top.
okay.
Hang on. She went from a drug addict,
So sometimes the
A-Rod.
drug addict is
Hold
better.
on. From a drug addict to an A-list actor. Batman. She's with Batman right now. She upgraded.
Yeah, but I'm not. I watch all these things, these theatric experiences, and read these comic books, but this is not my culture, you know. A-Rod at least is a real person. I could put the drugs on him. Ben Affleck could pretend to be gay tomorrow, you know, and she'll have to suck it up. He's going to pretend to make love to a man if it has to be part of a film. A-Rod, it's left to his own devices as being his own person. So A-Rod didn't want to settle. He didn't want to give her his last name because she rushed to marriage off of the rebound. So these are my own theories and suspicions. He is going to lay with a younger woman or male, whatever. We all have our vices. But I understand he's going to live his life as she tied herself down to this marriage thing and probably get divorced in 2 years.
Now
They both settled.
Now you're Dominican, for those who don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Randy's
Dominican.
Dominican.
Yeah.
Alex
Our culture is having multiple women, multiple baby mamas, so on and so forth. Yeah. I'm
Alex
Hispanic.
Rodriguez, born in 1975.
Yeah.
He's currently 46 years of age. A shortstop for the New York Yankees, and I forget what other teams he played with. I think it was Seattle, the Mariners. I know he played with Texas, the Rangers. So she went from him. A guy, and how old is J-Lo again? I forget. She's in her 50s. She's got to be.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Hold on.
Yeah. He's de lo mío, A-Rod.
J-Lo,
Yeah,
52 years of age, seasoned coochie. The walls
Yeah.
of the walls of the
Fantastic.
hang on. The walls of the uterus have collapsed. She's got discharge now that she, you know, it makes her nervous. She's got to go get the pap smears all the goddamn time. She's
So I don't want to bring you out of character, but that's expired coochie. We lay with low mileage, you know. My bitch is 18 years of age, bro. I mean, if you want a bitch that's 50, that's cool and all, but
I don't want a bitch in her 50s. I'm just talking. Hang on. So J-Lo's 52. Alex Rodriguez is younger than her.
Sorry, I just spit on the ground. Sorry.
She upgraded, man. She got herself a white boy. And what was Alex Rodriguez? Was he Dominican? I forget. What was he?
He's Hispanic. He's de lo mío. He's of my kin. I don't care. We claim him. He got rid of her and the white man took her in. It's fine. It's their culture. They settle. They get married. We stay bachelors and live out our demons, you know, our substance abuse and so on and so forth.
Is he Dominican like yourself? Hey. Is he Dominican like you?
Yes.
Oh, born in the Dominican Republic.
De lo mío.
Yeah.
So if he's from Dominican Republic of the island, he's probably gonna fuck a 20-year-old right now.
Right.
Sorry to be vulgar, but it's just the truth, you know.
He woke up and smelled the coffee and said, "What am I doing? This bitch is older than me. Fuck. I'm looking at gray.
Expired.
I'm looking at gray hair on the vagina. What the fuck am I doing? I'm out of here. Go ahead. Randy, you there? Randy, where's Randy?
Yeah, I'm there. I just had to take care of something. Yeah. But yeah, man, certain people wake up and smell the coffee, like you said, and certain people, lay in bed and want to take what they had. They want to settle. They want to start a family. They're tired of the bachelor life. They want someone to call their own, and so on and so forth. Me, I am cut from the same cloth. I just want someone to, accept my greatness, and then I'm on to my next journey,
Okay. Hey, listen, man. You don't have to say your location, but you're on the West Coast, yes?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. I'm actually going to be taking my trip out west sooner than I thought. So I'm going to be taking the Amtrak from Atlanta through South Dakota, Montana, out to Seattle. Then I'm going to drive down to Portland, Oregon. I think I'm going to either go into Sacramento or San Francisco. So, if you want to connect, let me know. But if not, man, don't worry about it, okay? But I'm heading in your direction.
We can definitely link. And I want to touch on the other topic of, does a side piece make it better?
Yeah.
She actually does. Aaron don't want to take shots at the other callers, but his ideology is wrong that when you have money, you settle. Sometimes, you do settle, but you have enough money to venture out and fuck up still while you're in the relationship and know that you are the prize.
Yeah.
So the person is stuck with you and your vices. So you can have other men, women, venture in the varieties and the other side of the other person that you just lay in bed with, because sometimes they take on the role of wife, mother, and they don't want to be that whore for you anymore. They don't want to put on the red heels, show their ankles, and dance for you until you get tired, not them.
Right.
And then you lay in bed with your wife, and then you admire how she's such a good mother, how she keeps the house clean and order and everything. But
you always have to keep a bitch in check. Hang on a second. Let me just say that I'm a man of a certain age. You always have to keep a bitch in check. You can never let her think it's all gravy all the fucking time.
Oh, no. Sometimes you have to.
Don't run your mouth, bitch. I'm not your son. I'm not your punk-ass brother. I'm not your father. I'm not your father who lied to you, bitch. You're not helping me become great, bitch. I'm that nigga for real.
I was great before you.
I was great before you, bitch.
You're here to wallow in my greatness.
Yeah.
Now take it in.
Right.
Take it in.
Right.
Let me
bend over and take this dick, bitch. Close your mouth.
Let me release my evil.
Close your mouth,
Yes.
And we'll be okay. Don't start acting like you helped me build something, bitch. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm rambling. Go ahead.
I enjoy that. Be yourself, man. And yes, sometimes you have to let them know that this ship was up sail before you, and it will be afloat long before you. You're just along for the ride.
Yeah.
And you should be grateful. Now
You're angry, bitch, because your mother's angry. Your father left your mother, bitch.
And now you're emulating her.
Right. I'm the path to righteousness, bitch. Break yourself.
Follow me, and you will get to the other side.
It's a whole fact. Yeah.
Haven.
Folks, we're going there tonight. Just sit tight. Randy, keep talking. Yeah, I'm no rush. Keep talking. Let's go. Checking bitches tonight, man.
She told me my plate's ready. That's what she was telling me.
Checking bitches.
You heard that? My plate is ready. That's what happens when you keep
that's a
your
baby,
house in check and in order.
Baby girl says she said the plate's ready?
Of course. And I'll eat it whenever I feel like it,
How old is she? You say she's 18?
Yes. I'm 26. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I ain't breaking no laws here.
Right.
Unlike other people that live their truths, I live my truth,
Yeah.
It's
all right. Randy, good to talk to you, man.
But yeah.
Go get your food, man. We'll talk soon. Go ahead.
Of course, man. And
Salute.
keep ranting. That's what we tune in for.
Salute.
You're the star of the show.
Yeah.
Not us.
Thank you, man.
We're just along for the ride.
Thank you, Randy.
We're just wallowing in the greatness that you have become in all these years. No
Thank
homo,
you, man.
my nigga.
No.
I'm pretty sure most of your followers love you.
No. Streets got no love. They respect me. They don't love me because I don't love them. But good to talk to
We'll
you, man.
light you up. That's why we're saying we'll love you and stab you right in the back, bro.
Right. Fuck a fan. But thank you, Randy.
That's in the Bible. I'll kiss you on your right cheek before I kill you.
Facts. Talk to you later. Take care.
Always.
Yes. Okay, my nigga Randy tapping in. Yeah, man. I don't love nobody, man. Streets got no love, nigga. Hold on a second. Okay, I think the sponsors called in. Oh, I see my nigga Precise. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Where's Precise? Precise. Sit tight. I got you. Sit tight. I'll be right back. All right, Precise. Hold on.
For sure.
Stay there. Okay, all right. Does the jump off do it better, fellas? Does she make it better, you know? You can't give your all to one bitch. You can't. Because then they fall into that zone of thinking that, you know, the pussy's special. No, bitch. It's just pussy. It's not special, bitch. And, bitch, I get tired of it. I get tired of the stench. I get tired of looking at it. Oh, my God. I get tired of pounding it, bitch. Bitch, I need a break. Bitch, I need a break. I need a break, bitch. Bitch, you're talking too much. Bitch, just go cook the food, bitch. Cut me some slack. Bitch. Hold on a second. Okay. My nigga Precise. I got you on the screen, man. The Precise live show on YouTube. Let's get it. Precise.
That nigga say he need a break like Kit Kat. Bitch, I need a Kit Kat. Bitch, I need a break, bitch.
Right. Let's go. What's cracking, man? What's cracking?
Of course the jump off is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? The jump off is necessary. We must understand that. You know what I mean? Of course, you coming from a nigga that goddamn used to go ahead and be a Christian and be a simp and, you know what I'm talking about, tried the marriage shit and all that. You know what I mean? So I've been through the storm and I've been through the rain. You know what I'm saying? But I made my way on out of that and definitely understood that, you know, that's why I got two bitches right now tatted on my goddamn arm next to the Horus figure that's in between them, because I'm letting any bitch that's around me, you know what I'm saying, letting them know that, hey, man, we got to at least have two to make anything tango. You understand that? Yes, indeed. And if you don't like that, then you don't want to be around this energy.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Let's
That's
go.
up to you, baby.
Now, hang on a second. We have to promote your platform. Let's make sure we promote the platform. And salute to one of your co-hosts who called in, I think it was Friday. Tell us what's going on the Precise live show on YouTube, please.
Man, first things motherfucking first. I want to say, we won't name no names, but I definitely saw that show. You know what I'm talking about? And I just want to say that the Precise Live show every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time is the blackest show on motherfucking YouTube. Okay. You understand that? So, you know, for the people that don't want to talk to folks like that, or if those folks did decide to rumble with their white boy, rumble up in the goddamn chat room that we like to call the Precise Cipher, they will definitely get their issue. And if things need to go in real life because niggas think they're just so bad, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I mean, that's up to the energy that decides to step there. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. I've been smoking this strain called Crop Duster. It's a heavy sativa, so I'm ready to motherfucking go. What we
I
talking
heard of
about?
that.
No, for real though.
Yeah.
I know that once I go in deep, I know that it ends up getting cut off because I know, you know, the algorithm and all that. But check this out. Let's get straight into it because I want to spend the most time on this.
Okay.
The Black Lives Matter shit is bullshit. Matter of fact, my next show is going to be Black Lives Matter Transparency. Now, if I think of a cooler name, then I'll go ahead and put, you know what I'm saying, something else. But that's the fucking gist of it. We're going to put them out there. And they're like, well, how do you know Precise? What gives you right and credit to be able to say, shut your bitch ass up, first of all, whoever has to say that. Because, number one, you got to walk in my shoes to be able to even talk to me. Because I was in Ferguson. I was in Ferguson walking them shoes. You understand that? And I was there when
I was down there as well. Hang on a second, Precise. Hold on.
Talk to him.
Hold on. If you go to my IG page, I was in Ferguson. I was out there, hands up, don't shoot, all that goofy shit. I was down there.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I wasn't protesting. Let's just say that. We were protecting shit. You know what I'm talking about? There wasn't no protesting. It was protecting. And you know what I told the niggas there? I said, y'all some idiots putting your hands up. Don't shoot, you fucking idiots. Put your motherfucking fist up. You just looking like some subservient ass shit. And that's why they got down. I ended up getting evacuated out of there, man. Them Freemasons definitely set up some shit and got me up out of there. But that's another story. My point is that goddamn, here we are for the Mike Brown shit. And then all of a sudden they send their agents and it turns into a motherfucking police brutality shit that then turned into the Black Lives Matter shit.
Yeah.
And then they're stealing and they've been stealing people's donations. So on the show, I'm finna go in, man. I'm finna go in on my personal experience and how I saw the hijack. I'm finna go in on how, I don't want to incriminate myself, but I've definitely been in these activism streets. But there was a hanging that happened in Palmdale. Let's just say that. And that the Klan was putting out.
Now, hang on a second. Precise, I want to stay on topic. Because I have.
But go ahead.
No, I have someone else on hold. I want to get to that person as well. Tell us about the Precise live show. The next time you're going live is Wednesday. Why don't you go live twice a week, man?
Man, because I got a lot of things that I'm doing, and that I got a whole empire that I'm building. That's the bottom line. But secondly, I got the best co-hosts in the world, but they happen to have day jobs.
Good guys.
So we working it out. We figuring out a way to make that happen. So, I got the most free time. They do not because they are in a situation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But the show is 5-star. Like, you tell anybody until I figure out how to edit this shit, man, pick an hour, bitch. Pick a fucking hour. Go up in that motherfucker, pick an hour, and I bet you'll be in that motherfucker entertained. We're going to go in on the Black Lives Matter. This is the blackest show on YouTube. That's that's what they said about it. So that's what we're saying. So anybody that needs somebody that's gonna put one of them little big pillies in their motherfucking
live
place,
show.
You talk to Precise Live. You understand that? Where we live in the vision every day. That's what live stands for.
Okay, Precise. I gotta take another call, man. Good to talk to you. And your banner is gonna be
elevated.
Your banner is gonna be rotated on Tuesday. Back up to the top. Let's see if we can connect before Tuesday. All right, get you back into that.
Let's do that.
To the system.
Stay elevated, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Never ignorant getting goals accomplished.
Thank you, man. Okay, good to talk to you, Precise. Oh, shit. Area code 702. 702, can you hold on a second? I have 2 cash apps I have to read.
Yes.
XX Strategy X Star. Elon Musk's father is having his second child with his stepdaughter. It's a 41-year-old difference in age, and he's in his 70s. Yes, I saw the story. Thank you very much. And my name is Star with 1 R. But thank you for your donation. XX Strategy X. Thank you so much, all right? And my nigga Flamethrower's tapping in. Hold on a second. Caller was smoking crop dust boulders with FBJ and Andrew Gillum. Shit. One more time. Flamethrower says the caller was smoking crop dust boulders with FBJ and Andrew Gillum. Okay. All right, on the block right now, on the phone, on the block with Jen. Hey, Jen, what's cracking? How are you?
What's up? I haven't been listening straight through. I've been in and out, but damn the toxic masculinity.
Yeah, let's go.
The toxic masculinity, like the feminists say. So what are we talking about? J-Lo, Jennifer?
J-Lo, in my opinion, has upgraded. She got herself a white male. She's shaking off the yoke, all that, hanging with Diddy and Murder Inc. back in the days. She's grown. She's a mother now. I'm happy for her. She's earned her place. Hollywood A-lister. Her and Ben Affleck went to Vegas and got married, and she's changed her last name. Are you up to speed, Jen? Change the last name.
I am up to speed, but I have to disagree with you on this one. I don't think that she upgraded. I think that she downgraded severely. I mean, bad. I mean, the girl's down bad. Like, she literally, she picked the guy, right? The guy I feel that you can control that's a bum now. Ben Affleck is out of his prime. He's in and out of alcohol rehab. He looks horrible. He looks like a leather glove, okay? But, she wasn't going to be able to control A-Rod. First of all, A-Rod is still fine, okay? He's still built like a god. He has more money than God.
He's on roids.
Still out there.
He's on roids.
Huh, say again?
He's on steroids.
He's still fine, though. Who cares if he's on roids? He's still fine.
Come on.
I mean, he's still fine. When you put A-Rod next to, wrinkled up, baseball glove looking, in and out of alcohol rehab Ben Affleck, that's a downgrade. He's worth a lot less than A-Rod, and I don't know why people keep talking about Jennifer Lopez, 52 years old. That motherfucker's worth $500 million, okay? She's worth $400 million, making about $30-40 million a year. Most of these guys talking about her don't have $4,000 in the bank. Okay.
Okay.
So when you're on that caliber, when you're that caliber woman, ain't no talking about her pussy dry, leaking, and that doesn't exist in that tax bracket. But these cats don't understand that. But in my opinion, she downgraded. And when you look at Ben Affleck talking now, he looks punch drunk. He can't finish his sentences. He looks sleepy all the time. He probably don't even know he's married. Ben Affleck don't even know he's married right now.
Okay. Now,
she probably dragged him in there.
Hang on, Jen. I want to make sure we promote your show from last night on your channel, On the Block with Jen. The title of that show again, Latin versus what?
Yeah, it was the hypocrisy and the myth of Latin versus black.
Okay. And
Latins versus the black.
Right, we want people to go there. We have to get Jen up to 3,000 subscribers.
I'm almost there.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you there. Have you ever dated a Caucasian, Jen?
Never, not once, never.
Do you see yourself?
You still there?
Hang on. Do you see yourself dating a Caucasian at some point?
No. No, don't see it at all. Never have. I worked corporate for a while, so white men were always trying, but no, never, no.
So you've been strictly dating black men and Hispanic, I assume, or just black? I don't know. I don't know your background.
Black and Hispanic. Hispanic in my teen years, I guess you could say. I had one Puerto Rican boyfriend.
Okay.
And then after that, I've been in very long-term relationships with black men.
Oh, so you go for the Mandingo loving, respectfully.
I do. Life's too short. Why are we going to play around? Why are we playing around?
Okay, now
I don't bet to lose. I bet to win.
Okay. I do want to ask you something about a statement you made shortly, but now hang on a second. So you think J-Lo downgraded?
Severely, badly. I mean, you see how Jennifer Garner was always like dragging him in and out of rehab. Now that's her job. Now that's J-Lo's job.
That's her job now. Yeah.
That's gonna be her job now. Dude he looks messed up. He could barely finish a sentence. She got him at the end. This isn't Ben Affleck out of town Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? I mean the town Ben Affleck. This isn't Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. This is Ben Affleck, alcoholic, rehab, wrinkled up, tired, not downgrade.
You may have a point. So, okay.
He ain't no A-Rod.
A-Rod was a hell of a baseball player. Did you ever see him live when he played with the Yankees? Man, he was a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Fucking beast. But he was on he was on the roids. So I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know when he was on the juice.
I mean,
but
I don't know. It's one thing if she grabbed, snatched up a Brad Pitt, but a rehab and a Ben Affleck, nah.
Okay.
But she did that probably because it's safe. You know what I mean? Because the dude's vulnerable. He's safe. She could keep an eye on him.
Okay.
He has issues. A-Rod wasn't having that.
Okay. Jen, I want to ask you something because you want the smoke. You ain't running. You know, you stand your ground.
No.
I
ahead.
respect that about you, and we have to get you up to that 3,000 subscriber mark. You have been quoted as saying, and you I heard you last night because I was watching part of your live, and I donated.
I know. That was dope.
Yeah, what was that you said about black people need to something with their scabs? I don't want to misquote you.
Oh yeah, definitely. What I said, just to be short about it, what I said was that black people should stop treating their blackness like a scab that they let people pick off every time they hear somebody say something about them. Okay. Right? So, you get cut, you have a scab, like you're not going to let anybody pick it off, right? Because it's going to bleed. So I said, similarly, black people wear their blackness as a scab. So every time they hear somebody say something or do something, it's like, oh my God, I'm bleeding again. So I'm like, stop letting people peel off that scab, right? Now, this isn't all black people, but the majority are easily triggered. Too easily triggered, in my opinion. But then they got mad and they was like, you can't tell us how to feel about slavery and being black. I didn't say none of that. I said stop being triggered. Stop treating your blackness like a scab that you let people pick off. That's what I said.
Okay, because somehow that was that prior to your discussion with Tariq Nasheed? Was that after? I want to be clear because
no, that was.
Because a couple of people come into the comments, and I don't want to, push a false narrative. When did you say that?
Right.
When did you say that?
I said that almost 2 years ago, and Tariq Nasheed went to my Instagram. I didn't know him prior to him coming to my Instagram. He got a soundbite of that, and then he used it as content. And then a lot of people were hitting me like, Tariq Nasheed took a video off your page. I didn't know him at the time. And then I went to see, and I was like, he did what?
King Flex.
This cat is.
It's my nigga, King Flex.
Yeah. Yeah, so he went to my page. I guess, I don't know if he was following me or somebody told him about me, but he went to my page and took that video and just used the scab comment for content. But my scab comment has been remixed. That's why I said last night, you motherfuckers are creative as fuck, because whatever y'all said, I don't know where y'all got that from. So it got remixed 10 times over. People like, she said black people were scared.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
That's not what I said.
If I can jump in, and
sure.
I don't know if I'm going down the wrong path or not. So black people should not be so sensitive? Is that basically what you're saying? I want to be sure before I ask you a question. I got a question for you.
I guess that's another way of saying it. That's another way of interpreting it, but it means basically the same thing. Like, it's the same thing you would tell a little kid. Like, little kid scrapes his knee, and you're like, man up. It's a scrape. Put a Band-Aid on it, and let's keep pushing. So that's how I talk to people in general, right? But when you can't even tell. You know how? Matter of fact, I'm gonna use a page from Aaron's book. You know how he feels about gay people? You can't even talk about them.
Shit. The fuck?
Right? You know how he's like, you can't even talk about them. You can't look at them. You can't. So black people, that's how they are.
Okay, so hang on. So again, the correct quote is stop letting. Say that again. Stop the scab. What is it? Stop.
The correct quote is stop treating your blackness like a scab that you let people pick off.
Okay, stop treating your blackness
like a scab that you let people pick off.
Okay.
Now, again, this is not everybody.
Hang on. Okay, so respectfully, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you say here today to Jews, stop letting your Judaism how'd you say it again? Like a scab? Stop treating your black. Okay.
Well, I know where you're going. I can answer it.
Okay.
I know where you're going.
Can you say to the Jews, stop letting your Jewish culture hinder you like a scab, to be fair?
Okay, so here's the thing. If Jewish people, right, if Jewish people reacted the way black people react to everything, let's say like this. If Jewish people had a music genre, what's the derogatory word for Jewish people?
Oh, don't you dare say it on my show. How dare you?
Okay, well, whatever it is.
Think about it.
I don't know what it is. I'm just saying. Whatever
It starts with a K.
derogatory term is for Jewish people.
It starts with a K.
Huh?
Starts with a K, but it starts with a K. But hang on a second. Can we say, or can you say to the Jews, stop treating your Jewish culture like a scab? Is that fair?
I know what you're saying. Let me answer because I
Please.
have the answer.
Go ahead.
Okay. If Jewish people had an entire music genre, right, where their artists used that derogatory word and turned it into a term of endearment, and then when they heard someone else say that word, if they made a bit stink about it, then I can say that to them, because I would say you are a hypocrite.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear you, but they have something much deeper than a
right, but
hang on.
Okay,
They have something much deeper than a music genre. They have something that they actually control, and that is a history of the Holocaust. And if you feel that black people should stop treating their blackness like a scab, would it be fair to say from you that Jews should stop treating their Holocaust like a scab? I'm just asking.
It's not fair because they don't carry on the way black people carry on. So it wouldn't even be sensical to say that to them. You understand?
They carry on even worse, in my opinion, even worse.
Really? Can you give me an example? Like, is there like a JLM, like a Jews Lives Matter? Are they twerking on cars every time you see them? Are there politicians twerking? How, are they?
Hang on.
How are they worse? Please tell me, because I would love to know.
Hang on. I'm going to point directly to it. The JDL, the Jewish Defense League, they will tear you apart. They will rip you to shreds, and they will finish you. The JDL.
Now, why would they finish you, though? Like, what would you have to do for them to finish you?
Because you have even questioned the authenticity of what they hold to be a scab.
And you know why they can do that?
How dare you question Auschwitz? How dare you? You're finished.
And you know why they can do that?
We're gonna break you. You're gonna apologize, or we're gonna finish you. Look at Whoopi Goldberg. They broke that bitch.
And you know why they can do that?
I
know why they have the
why. Yes,
authority?
I know why. Yeah, I know why.
Aside from they have power. Aside from that, just aside from they have power, because they can do it because they have power, so they can do whatever the fuck they want because they have power. But aside from power, them doing that makes sense. You know why? Because they don't carry on like a bunch of degenerates. They're not hypocritical. Listen, they're not hypocrites. They don't call
On
each
the
other.
block with Jen going hard in the paint. Folks, subscribe
Listen,
to... Hang on.
They don't call each other derogatory names and then get mad when other people call them that same name.
Can I
They don't have twerking politicians.
Can I jump in,
They
Jen?
don't have people...
Jen.
Yes,
Can I jump in? Can I jump in? The Jews. I grew up in the 70s, and I hung out with little Jewish boys and Italian boys. And sometimes when we would be walking or playing or whatever, it was the little Jewish boys that used to write swastikas on buildings and things like that in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And I would say to them, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You're Jewish. And they would laugh. They were the ones writing the swastikas to enforce what they believed to be the hatred of their people. There's a classic film.
You went low.
Hang on. There's a classic film, if you have not seen it. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Gosling is called The Believer. The Believer. And it shows the depths of their scab and how they will fucking finish you if you even question it. But I want to give you the last word. I had to ask. Go ahead.
Okay. So, again, I see what you're saying, right? I just think that you're not understanding what I'm saying. We're saying two different things. Okay. Like, here's the thing. If I carry myself a certain way, right? A lot of people do it. If I carry myself, if I'm out there twerking, selling vagina, wearing green, purple wigs, right. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of baby daddies. Now wear the long nails, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and then you come, and I'm like, this is how I am, period. This is me. This is how I am, okay? Right? And then someone comes, right? And then someone else, no matter what their race is, they could be my same race. The person could be my same race. And that person comes and tells me, right, why do you act like that? You look like a degenerate. It's not cute. You're making us look bad. Okay? You're really making us look bad. And then that girl turns around and says, you're racist. Does that make sense? So my thing is, if the Jews carried on in a degenerate way and celebrated their degeneracy, because remember, we're not just talking about acting degenerate. Gotcha. We're talking about celebrating the degeneracy. Gotcha. Right? And then they said, hey, don't talk about the Holocaust. I'd be like, wait a minute. Y'all act like a bunch of degenerates, and now you want to bring up the Holocaust? It's nonsensical. Okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Not that some Jews may not like some other Jews. I'm saying that they don't have historically a celebrated degenerate culture like we do in the hood. Gotcha. Our culture is celebrated. Latins and blacks. Like our degenerates are celebrated. And when you look at the Jews, and I love that question because everyone always says, well, you wouldn't say that to the Jews. You scared to say that to the Jews. You scared of the Jews. Let me tell you something. If the Jews acted like the shit I've seen growing up, they would catch the same smoke.
Well, listen.
The same smoke.
Listen, I want to get you to 3,000 subscribers. I appreciate.
Let's go.
I appreciate you being able to talk and defend yourself and to state your position. So that's why I wanted to throw that. Sir. I wanted to throw that at you. I want people to go to your channel and subscribe. And I appreciate you calling in. All right. I'm gonna shut.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Star.
I'm gonna shut this down soon, and you have a great evening, and we'll catch up before the week is out, I'm sure.
Most def. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. Okay. Good night. On the block with Jen. Goddamn. I like to let people talk and speak their piece. Hold on a second, guys. I know I'm doing a lot right now. On the screen, www.songsthatwork.info. That's one of my sponsors. They're going to call in this week when they get time. Okay. And to the rest of my sponsors, if you find the time during the week, let me know when you're available. I want you to feel free to call in and promote. Also on the screen right now, let me get to it, www.creditwizpro.com. Where are my notes? Creditwizpro.com. They can help you with late payments, judgments, child support, bankruptcies, student loans, foreclosures, charge-offs, and collections, okay? Go there and tell them Star sent you, and you can get a free consultation. www.creditwizpro.com, all right? Monster, the animal, I got you donation. I'm single and still got the jump-offs. Okay, thank you, sir, for your donation. Jason. Jason, I'm from Jersey, old nigga. Graduated in the 90s. Okay, thank you, Jason. Elvis the chef, good to hear from you, sir. Are you calling in or were you just sending in a donation? Hold on a second, let me make sure. Oh, man, Elvis is on the line. Hold on. Big Elvis, sit tight, sir. I see you. You're going to be my last caller. Sit tight, Big Elvis. The real Rico Mercado got your donation. Rory, toxic masculinity made him lose Britney. Okay. Troy, I got your donation. Ken on the block, be foolin'. He said, Ken on the block, be foolin'. Elvis, this Chef Rosenberg. How are you, sir? Thank you for tapping in. Where do you want to start?
Big Elvis to Chef Rosenberg. I am here, Star.
Yes, sir. Good to hear from
I
you.
was going to talk about how Jennifer Lopez required marriage. That's why that money-getting, successful, driven woman is able to get married. It's because she requires it.
Okay.
And I think a lot of women need to really show Jennifer Lopez some respect.
Okay.
Because Jennifer Lopez is a woman who knows what she wants and gets it and tells the person that she's with, this is what I need. A lot of women need to really learn from this. Because despite how beautiful she is and how much money she makes, she is the modern woman. She is the modern woman that everyone is yelling and screaming about, from mediocre tutorials to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Everyone is talking about the modern woman and how she is and all her downfalls. But what we have to take from this is that when you require something, you will get it. So women need to really show her some damn respect.
Okay, very well said. Very well said. Yeah, so her and Ben Affleck finally got married, private ceremony in Las Vegas, and she has taken his name. Do you think it's real? I think there's a real love and appreciation for each other. And back in 2004, they called off their relationship because of just too much media. They were just being hammered, and it was not, it was not a good thing for them. What do you think, Elvis?
Well, you did say something. I don't know if you touched on it on this show, but in the past you have mentioned that Ben Affleck did not want any of the children to be Puerto Rican kids.
I didn't
So
say.
he
I
went
didn't
and
say.
did
Whoa! I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. Where I remember there was a conversation. Here's the thing: it might have been with you, but there was a conversation where people were saying, now that he got the children out the way and his lineage, he'll now go back with the J-Lo because, he doesn't have to worry any longer about putting a baby in her. Like Madonna did it. Madonna had that Puerto Rican baby. The Puerto Rican is a very alluring, like with me, I've dated Puerto Rican women in the past.
Okay.
But I couldn't keep up with that constant need for validation, and then God forbid you go 9 hours without having some sort of relations with them. They're gonna be like, "Who are you sleeping with?"
Jesus.
And you be like, "Whoa, it's been 7 hours. Relax."
Wow.
And it's like that's a very, very important part of being with them. So I remember there was rumors that J-Lo even had it in her prenup that you have to sleep with her 3 times a week.
I didn't know that.
In order to be her man.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Shit. Yeah. Something that I wouldn't be open to, signing a contract on my, bravado.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word.
All right.
But you are appreciated, Star.
Thank you, man.
I'm gonna go get a quick massage. I'm out of here.
Have a great night. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, tapping in. Guys, on the screen is the PayPal information if you want to support the machine. Also, I ask you to hit the like button. I keep forgetting. And please subscribe to the Spotify page, the Star Report. Let me promote that first. I always forget or I get sidetracked. Deeds does a great job. Please subscribe to the Spotify page. Okay, the audio is loaded up the very next day. She's on top of it, and Deeds, you are appreciated, okay? Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Hang on a second. White Racist, I got your donation. Star, it's called love when you put a gun to a... Oh, okay. Well, that's crazy. I can't read that. Star, it's called, let me paraphrase. Star, it's called love when you put a gun to a blank, blank, blank head. I'd rather see a blank bitch slumped than to see a white Nubian queen cry. Okay. Jesus. The nigger sends in a donation. Okay, yeah, I did a couple of test shows on Hot 97 in 1999. Those were test shows. I think, when did we come on? It was like, I think it was after Stretch and Bobbito. Thank you, man. Those were just test shows. I have all of those cassettes. Did maybe 30 days of test shows, and then I actually quit Hot 97 because we got our option renewed at MTV. I've got all this in the Star and Buckwild documentary. I quit Hot 97 in 1999, and then they offered me the morning show if I would then do some pre-morning shows from like 5 to 6. We did that for about a month, but thank you for your donation, okay? Conan on the RVA. I know you don't subscribe to Happy Wife, Happy Life, but sometimes you just have to let the bitch bark. I agree with that, yeah. If you're in that type of union or relationship, yeah, you do. Listen, hey. My father used to say from time to time, growing up in the 70s, hey, I'll see you later. He'd just get up and leave. He didn't want to hear her, like, talking about whatever, however. I mean, yeah, you're right. Gem Star said, Star, would you smash J-Lo? She's a nice-looking woman. Let me just say that. I don't do hypotheticals, but, she's a nice-looking woman. I'll just say that, Well, am I striving for someone that looks like her? No. She's a nice-looking woman. Chan, I get you donation. Did you see the new Elvis film, and did you like his music growing up? Oh, man, I loved Elvis Presley growing up, but I did not see the film. Can you send me a link? And I'll check it out on the Free Movie website. A couple of people said it was pretty good. Somebody said Chuck D owes Elvis Presley an apology. I know Elvis' story very well, and I watched his movies growing up in the 70s. I was an Elvis big-time supporter. I liked his music, yeah, but thank you, Chan. Hustle sends it a donation store. I went to Belgium last week for vacation. They have multiple statues of King Leopold. Imagine Germany having statues of Hitler. I was shocked. King Leopold II or his father? There were some statues that they took down in Belgium of King Leopold II. I've never been there myself, but thank you, sir, for your donation. Brother Polite says, peace to the family, Brother Star. I'm currently doing credit restoration classes to repair your credit for $1,000. Email me. I'm not going to give out that email address. Guys, I will see you tomorrow at some point. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe.